Falcons now being wrapped around with a lot of teams. I wonder how they get out, but we will focus on to the members of the Savior, which I do believe are in the mix of the battle inside of the city of Los Leones.
Oh, yeah, and of course, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be quite a battle. Now, as you can see here, before we actually shut down on the map feed itself, we only have a few teams who's already inside the circle. So if other teams actually make their way into the southwest segment. Meanwhile, we do see here Team Secret having a short shootout here against ASI8 here on the outside perimeter. And you have to work with whatever weaponry that you have here at this moment. And we do see, unfortunately, it's going to be Roy Esports being the first team eliminated here. It's such a big map. Meanwhile, Team Series SOAS does not only spot on team members from ASI8, but also from the Xavier as well, from Libisto.
Not too sure what went on between these members of Roy Esports, but your big battles taking place between three teams. Lambo, just by the edge, tries to go in for that Jingle Peak, not able to finish the job. He's going to be taken down. Team Secret really popping off in this early standard match with those two partners being gained. This area goes ahead to try to rally on against the champions of the last round. He's got this nade being cooked up, but he is definitely holding back because he heard those footsteps moving in. He's going to be priming one right down the stairways, trying to hold out. There's still plenty of floors for him to maneuver around. So what could he do? He's scattered up against the rest of his teammates, and Chua holds him down. He finds two, and he could actually turn the tide around up against the rest of the line, trailing them one after another. That is triple in the hands of Chua.
Oh, that was insane. Everybody lined up just nice here for KRAFTON to actually shoot them down one by one. And that's going to be a big win here for the Xavier as they are able to knock out most of the team members here from Alliance. The Malaysia represented this despite getting winner chicken dinner on the first map. Things are not looking too well here on map number 2, featuring Ramar, which should be the better map for them. Meanwhile, a lot more action happening all around the map. Unfortunately, it is going to be Team Xavier here at 5 elimination points in the back here at this point. Stalwart Esports up against FaZe Clan here with the parameters. We do see Paragon laying up on his knees as they're getting shootouts all the hands like a theme, or should we say Jamie OP by Alliance, only surviving team member from Malaysia at this current moment. Stalwart Esports as well. Giraffe getting a little bit of cover. Oh, this is going to be quite intense within the medium. We see shootouts happening up for Outdoor Gui. Hitting on, latching on. Esparzo is going to be going down as well, clearing out Meow Meow 6. There's 2 men down. Few more to go.
Ooh, it's been some tense situation inside of all these urban terrains. But now, the close seems a little bit more clear for Harame Bros to also join into that party inside the stadium. Alliance left with Jimmy OP. And he was unable to have him cut over onto the corner of the street to join his teammates early on. Rather unfortunate, but that's the form of ordeal that these players have been dealing with. Whereas, take a look at the current situation here. He's still going to go out for the last stand. He does take down the final member of DX.
Oh,
turns it around, but of course, damage been done on both sides.
Oh, despite him being alone here, Jimmy OP from Alliance, he managed to clear out Team Stalwart Esports, the final member over there, and their journey continues as Alliance is still not bowing out with only 1 member remaining. Meanwhile, we did talk a little bit about this. Harame Bro still here in the competition. EMXS doing a little bit of recovery. Meanwhile, production also showing the map feed to see where our teams are currently on the map. Team BIGETRON from upstate will have to make quite a long journey over here. We do see Team Vampire Esports and Alter Egos. Tone with 1 more member is right next to Alter Ego at this current moment.
Seems to be a little bit of a standstill before they can actually get into range, but look at Jimmy. Still doing damage all alone. This guy's ridiculous.
This guy.
He's still going for it. There's a nade right in his hands. He's going for revives, and this nade looks perfect. just does a little bit of chip damage, but the revive will still go through. This might just be a really good push right into the corner of the map, and there,
Oh,
checking on the wrong corner. Unfortunately, that allows the revive, but he will be shredded to bits. Oh, if it only checked that tiny little shack, he might have actually gotten the glimpse, but Team Secret, they have the last laugh here inside Los Leones. Between 4 squads that have battled it through, we had, I believe there was ASI8 in the mix. There was Team Secret, who have just gotten this win. DX, I honestly lost count. These 4 teams, exceptional work rate, but somebody has got to give way to these boys out there. But
oh yeah,
Jimmy definitely have shown up strong.
oh yeah. I thought he was playing solo in a teams game. Yeah, he looked like he was used to it though. But yeah, unfortunately he fell in the hands of Team Secret here.
Seed as for MV is hoping to at least reclaim a form of their throne.
Oh, look at this.
Likely this situation right now, they're still battling over the course of the hillside. The rest of RQ tries to actually hold out over the spine. That isn't exactly the best from a situation for Snape, but it is a 1-for-1 trade out that he managed to at least get. Here comes the flank coming in from the side of the Becco. Nails down one more member from the side of Vampire Esports as he is going to be priming a grenade for that exchange. Where is the rest of these RQ members? Already depleted. And here comes Harame Bros, also arriving to the scene, having the top player of the Philippines going out for more, but he gets quickly taken down by Rosemary's arrival.
Oh yeah, Federales is currently on the ground here together with Tony K. Team Vampire Esports. Review trying to make things happen over here. A little bit late here on the support just a while ago, as you mentioned that Contra, but Zubain tried to make things happen over here. Tried to make it escape. Oh, the course can run him over. Jappy from Harame, bro. That makes them make the 5th elimination. They're hoping for a much better run here compared to the last, and we'll see how it goes. It does seem that Adjatep will be able to actually see out where Nuzi is in. Where is the support from other team members from Team Vampire Esports? Does seem that Nuzi will get shut out here in the hands of Haji Asif. Meanwhile, Boychill from Alter Ego tunes out Federales. Harame Bro together, Jappy, yet another. And Vampire Esports will be eliminated over here in 10th place.
This has been a really, really difficult stance for all these teams to really go in for certain rotations. But you see how eager these teams are actually going for points. Alter Ego has already garnered 5 points. No, he didn't really...
Doesn't have any form of support, so has to rainbow his way through some big teams here to make his way towards the circle area. Meanwhile, VOIN Donkey gets a little bit of action for themselves here in the game. Having shootout here up against Team Secret. Trade-offs out here. It does seem that it's a 1-to-1 trade-off. Make that 2-for-1, siding one towards VOIN Donkey. 2 of the team members from Team Secret.
We'd actually see all these fights happen from the get-go. Here comes Alter Ego Ares pushing into the compound. Big mates perfectly locked right in, catching one. And somebody consulate. I don't honestly know which names are which right now with them switching their main ID, but we're getting a big fight here between 2 of these Titans. Name exchanges are looking pretty good. Rosemary on the far flank as well. You should be able to spot Nan moving on the outskirts, but these high grounds isn't exactly the easiest to actually play out. Therefore, it is definitely going to be very daunting on what the task is at this current moment. Yeah. But they will have to make do with what the current circumstances are. With this current push, it seems like this is the only way out for the side of Alter Ego Ares. There's no other region for them to actually hold out. So try as they may, they need to bridge it.
Oh yeah, they don't have a choice at this current moment. Meanwhile, VOIN also holding on to the church area. They do have the high ground. Now here's the thing about cooking nades on the high ground, especially when it's very steep hill, that you need to cook it right. Your timing needs to be absolute. Usually in terms of shootouts, you do have the advantage by being on high ground, but when it comes to nade cooking, you have to get the timing right, because if it's a little bit too long, it falls out real fast. But inside, oh, the trade-off here! Boychill manages actually get here on Team VOIN Donkey. There goes a 2-1 trade-off. Make it 2-for-2! And that's going to be a 3-for-3. It's going to be 4. It's actually going to be 3 for VOIN Donkeys over here at this point. So now they're still holding on to this area. still yet another. I think everyone's all cramped up here within the premises. Meanwhile, Alva's not really in a good spot. He can't get out due to the flames here on the ground. So has to wait it out before he can make an exit. BIGETRON team members also on the outside perimeters, throwing out nade after nade with hopes that he'll be able to connect or even just create a crossroad so that the other team members are not able to actually escape the area.
BIGETRON arriving in the right time, going for that third-party finish. But the rest of VOIN Donkey, that was pretty clean coming in from them despite losing those two members. Now it is an awkward situation between all these Indonesian squads currently stuck inside of the church. And yesterday, yeah, we've seen one of the endings over here. And it definitely looks very, very familiar of how RQ has been able to at least take a win. But RQ is nowhere a daunting task to even go in for that risky approach of diving away. But that is definitely a smart play coming from these members of VOIN Donkey, leaving only Alva all alone. I don't think they know that Alva's here. He's just going to get that free pick. Beautiful stuff coming from Alva. He's trying to secure that pointer out there while the rest of these members of BIGETRON is being kept busy. He's also throwing a nade towards that direction. It's absolutely crazy that he's not even going to settle for that one takedown, which he should have. But he's definitely hunting out for that one member remaining. Shots now being fired right back. He did have an impressive game, still having 4 members alive. Nade's now being cooked, but there's no angles for him to work with. Hold on to cook that nade for far too long.
He was quite in a... Meanwhile, of course, the circle has emerged, and we do have Sherlock for Miracle Vibes. Ooh, despite having an early shootout here in their hands, unfortunately, Team BIGETRON were the ones who are leaving Baron still alive. Meanwhile, East, the new additional member for Team Falcon, managed to get a pick up on his own on one of the members from Team BIGETRON.
Red Aliens. Well, that's what I know them best for. It's going to be a just clean cut engagement coming in as the rest of Falcons, they hold true. VOIN Donkey not having all too much, but this left them susceptible for all these open angles of grenades to fall right through. Still limping on the ground. The rest of Falcons can still go in for a quick recovery while the rest of BIGETRON sees this as a perfect 3 versus 3 opportunity against the very best of Mongolia. Very technical fight as they do manage to secure action, still trying to get a whole lot more done. 10 points in for BIGETRON Knights, while IC is on fire, slowly melting down, but not fully melted just yet. Big nades now being exchanged. Perfect lop over onto the corners of Gen Fox as he is trying to do his level best to just hold true. He's got the S12K, trying to look for those angles. Lapar is already being taken out. We're going to remove a little bit of a room, and just look at how technical a fight this has been for the top 2 teams.
Oh yeah, he's just navigating through the outside perimeters here on the second floor. Still not back through, managed to rejuvenate himself with the mad bag. Here we do have Team Falcons just turtling themselves up on the inside, waiting. And of course, they do have quite a good position over here, but at the same time, while we're on the inside perimeters, oh, East getting picked up here, down on his knees. But it does seem that Satarlas will be down, but it's not going to down without a fight, and Satarlas will be carrying out on East.
You match with one BIGETRON member, you will have to deal with the other BIGETRON as well. So that is the current circumstances as NG. They take this win regardless because they do have the numbers Spanish, but also keep in mind that FaZe Clan still has a member left. So perhaps Real FaZe can still put in a little bit of a dent up against some of all these units of BIGETRON and G.
Oh yeah, and then of course, BIGETRON also has the upper hand at the current moment in terms of numbers. They do have 4 on their end compared to the lower team members from the other teams. I believe FaZe has 2, and we do have another one. Oh, sorry, it's FaZe with 1. I can't quite see the one on the left there for that. So it does seem that this could be a big advantage for them, but they are on the outside. FaZe Clan does have a little bit shelter over here. Real FaZe all alone by himself. So the advantage of having a much better cover compared to the rocks and the terrain here on the Miramar map.
Definitely will be a little bit more difficult for all these solo targets to actually get much done right now, as they have noticed that there is only one player inside the compound. They will send 2 members right through just to give them a little bit of a tussle. But FAZE has been one of the sharpest units coming in from the Thai region. And here we go. Full commitment coming from the rest of BTR. Still having one more holding. Now stuck by the corner of balcony. There's going to be a grenade that will seal the deal. Perfect stuff coming in with BTR and G. Despite this not being their high-flying start heading into this Miramar round, but a chicken dinner is very likely to be the case to close out the match up against Baron, the only member remaining firm for Miracle Vibes.
He could clutch this. He could clutch this. It's a 1v4 situation. Things are not looking good on his side. At the moment, he's not required to make any form of movements. Both sides do have building cover at the current moment. But with having more members, meaning that you can do a lot more. So you can go for baits, you can go for a full-on showdown 4v1 situation immediately as an individual, as one player. You're not able to actually cover all angles at the same time. So right now, they're on the hunt. Look at this. Everyone is sniffing out. Where is this last guy? Where is he? You can actually see that the team members from BIGETRON and G are just scouting out the high grounds, the low grounds. They're like hound dogs. It's just unfortunate that PUBG Mobile doesn't have the sniffing action where you can sniff out where the last member is. So they have to wait things out, or if they're just by sheer luck, they're able to actually get into the right building. Oh, it seems that there is a shot, and they should be able to tell from which direction, so they kind of can guess which building it's in, and they are definitely looking into that particular direction. Jump come from Hansel, losing a little bit of HP. That's not going to hurt much. Leon is leading charge here, entering the building. Goes out the nade, but Baron is actually on the ground floor. Charging in. Baron just swing far. He gets one. That's going to be 1 down, 3 more to go. Baron holding on to his fort. The spray is there, but it's not going to be enough. Baron goes down, and winner chicken dinner to BIGETRON and G here in game number 2.